Okay, let's start. In this video, I will talk about the word of wisdom for acquiring wealth from the book The Power of Your Subconscious Mind and chapter How to Use the Power of Your Subconscious for Wealth. If you don't listen till the end, it's your loss. You would be thankful to me after listening it.
If you are having financial difficulties, if you are trying to make ends meet, it means you have not convinced your subconscious mind that you will always have plenty and some to spare. You know, men and women who work a few hours a week and make fabulous sums of money. They do not strive or slave hard. Here, it is certain to mention that hard work is necessary, but also necessary is using the power of your subconscious mind and do it for the joy and the thrill of it.
You will not become a millionaire by saying I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire. You will grow into a wealth consciousness by building into your mentality the idea of wealth and abundance. That means wealth is simply a subconscious conviction on the part of the individual.
Now, the point is your invisible means of support, that is your subconscious mind. The trouble with most people is that they always have or never have invisible means of support. When businesses fall away, the stock market drops, or they lose their investments, they seem helpless. The reason for such insecurity is that they do not know how to tap the subconscious mind. A man with a poverty type mind finds himself in poverty-stricken condition. Another man with a mind filled with ideas of wealth is surrounded with everything he needs. It was never intended that men should lead a life of indigence. You can have wealth, everything you need, and plenty to spare.
Now, here writer is talking about the ideal method for building a wealth consciousness. I need wealth and success. This is what you do. Repeat for about 5 times to yourself 3 or 4 times a day. Wealth, success. These words have tremendous power. They represent the inner power of the subconscious mind. Anchor your mind on this substantial power within you. Then condition and circumstances corresponding to their nature and quality will be manifested in your life. The feeling of wealth produces wealth. Keep this in mind at all times. Your subconscious mind is like a bank, a sort of universal financial institution. It magnifies whatever you deposit or impress upon it, whether it is the idea of wealth or of property. Choose wealth. There is no conflict in the mind when you say wealth.
Now, a very important point is why your formations for wealth fail. That is, the author has talked to many people during the past 35 years in his life whose usual complaint is, I have said for weeks and months, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, and nothing has happened. I discovered that when they said, I am prosperous, I am wealthy, they felt that they were lying to them. One man told me, I have affirmed that I am prosperous until I am tired. Things are now worse. I knew when I made the statement that it was obviously not true. Statements were rejected by the conscious mind. Their affirmation succeeds best when it is specified and when it does not produce a mental conflict or argument. Hence, the statements made by the man made matter worse because they suggested his lack. The subconscious accepts what you really feel to be true, not just idle words or statements. The dominant idea or belief is always accepted by the subconscious mind.
And again, the point is how to avoid mental conflict, and it is equally important. Here, writer talking about make the statement like by day and by night, I am being prospered in all of my interests. This affirmation will not arouse any argument because it does not contradict your subconscious mind's impression of financial lack. He again said, by taking an example, I suggested to one businessman whose sales and finance were very low and who was greatly worried that he sit down in his office, become quiet, and repeat this statement over and over again. My sales are improving every day. This statement engaged the cooperation of this conscious and subconscious mind. Result followed. Guys, it is very important to follow this point, confliction, because you won't become wealthy by saying I am millionaire, because your subconscious accept what you really feel to be true, not just idle words or statements. So we should use statement like by day and by night, I am being prospered in all of my interests. That's the way we can become wealthy.
Now, another important point is your subconscious gives you compound interest. To him that hath the feeling of wealth, more wealth shall be added. To him that hath the feeling of lack, more lack shall be added. The subconscious multiplies and magnifies your deposit in it. Every morning, as you awaken, depositing thoughts of prosperity, success, and wealth and peace. Dwell upon these concepts. Busy your mind with them as often as possible. These constructive thoughts will find their way as deposits in your subconscious mind and bring forth abundance and prosperity.
Now the point is, after doing all those things, why nothing happened? And here writer talking about, you can hear you saying, oh, I did that and nothing happened. You did not get results because you indulged in fear thoughts, perhaps 10 minutes later, and neutralize the good you had affirmed. When you place a seed in the ground, you do not dig it up. You let it take root and grow. Suppose, for example, you are going to say, I shall not be able to make that payment. Before you get further than I shall, stop the sentence and dwell on a constructive statement such as by day and by night I am prospered in all my ways.
Another important point, that is the true source of wealth. The subconscious mind is never short of ideas. There are within it an infinite number of ideas ready to flow into your subconscious mind and appear as cash in your pocketbook in countless ways. This process will continue to go in your mind regardless of whether the stock market goes up or down, or whether the pound sterling or dollar rupees drops in value. Your wealth is never truly dependent on bonds, stocks, money in the bank, and else.
Now the point is a common stumbling block to wealth, and this is the point to always remember. Okay, there is one emotion which is the cause of the lack of wealth in the lives of many. Most people learn this the hard way. It is envy. For example, if you see a competitor depositing large sum of money in the bank and you have only a meager amount to deposit, does it make you envious? The way to overcome this emotion is to say to yourself, isn't it wonderful? I rejoice in that man's prosperity. I wish for him greater and greater wealth. You know, the quickest way to cause wealth to take wings and fly away is to criticize and condemn others who have more wealth than you. If you are ever annoyed or irritated by the prosperity or great wealth of another, claim immediately that you truly wish for him greater wealth in every possible way. This will neutralize the negative thoughts in your mind and cause an ever greater measure of wealth to flow to you by the law of your own subconscious mind.
Important point. Rubbing out a great mental block to wealth. If you are worried and critical about someone whom you claim is making money dishonest, you know such a person is using the law of mind negative. The law of mind takes care of him, but careful not to criticize him for the reason previously indicated. Remember, block or obstacle to wealth is in your own mind. You can now destroy that mental block. This you may do by getting on mental good terms with everyone.
Now the last point of this chapter is sleep and grow rich. Here writer talking about as you go to sleep at night, practice the following technique. Repeat the word wealth quickly, easily and feelingly. Do this over and over again just like a lullaby. Lull yourself to sleep with the one word wealth. You should be amazed at the result. Wealth should flow to you in avalanche of abundance. This is another example of the magic power of your subconscious mind. Now coming to conclusion part, always remember the invisible means of support, that is your subconscious mind, and always remember your subconscious mind is like a bank. It's all depend on your thoughts whether you are depositing the idea of wealth or poverty. So choose wealth wisely. By mentioning all those points, writer wanted to say us the feeling of wealth produces wealth. Keep this in mind at all times. Repeat the word wealth to yourself slowly and quietly for about 5 minutes prior to sleep. These are the points always remember. Please watch this video every night before you sleep, because you know this word is work like a magnet in your mind, and these all words attract wealth. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some valuable point. Guys, please like this video and make sure to subscribe this channel and stay updated. Please share this video with your friends. See you soon in next video. Bye bye guys, take care.